Let us begin.
Give me your best shot!
Round one. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throw heavy. Gets a good read on their opponent. Player one has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They trade. Player two may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player one is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match.
Round two. Fight!
Starts things off with a jumper. What are both fighters plotting? Player two got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Box him with a target combo. Taking stock. Player one will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Scrap brushes that off and keeps going. This Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. Burns 2 bars to pull out the CKO. Player one is feeling it. Match point.
Round three. Fight!
Puts the super armor to good use. Player two can build off this lead. Whiffs the impact. Still slugging it out at this range. Gets a risky buff in. What's next? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. The drive impact doesn't work. What a finish!
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Trying to read each other here? Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throw misses. Player two chases them down. Can't tech the throw. Will this super art connect? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Can they create enough ops for the throw to close it out? Player one wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round two. Fight!
The soup lands a punish counter for the first hit. Puts one in the pocket. An aggressive attack. The low doesn't connect. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? Drive gauge finally recovers. Takes a trip. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Still slugging it out at this range. Just goes for it at this range. Finishes them with a drive impact. Player one is feeling it. Match point.
Round three. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Throws a fireball. Player one has a slight life lead. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown and that's a counter. Taking chunks out of each. Just goes for it at this range. Javelin of Marisa. Digs in it. Impact squat. Punish counter on reaction. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. Closes it out.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Picture perfect punish counter. Player one has the life lead. Trips him up. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Neither of them willing to back off here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Does a good job of pushing back. Spends the gauge for the drop, goes for the super art.
Javelin of Marisa. Digs in it. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Fight.
Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Decides to buff up while they can. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Player 1 has a slight life, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? All right, what's coming up? Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 is making this look so easy.
Round 3. Fight.
Brushes that off and keeps going. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
Balance from above. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor.
Gets the jump in. The Gladius blows them away. Knockdown and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Can they create an opportunity? The overhead denied. There will burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. That's not gonna hit. This Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. The super doesn't hit. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. They're thinking of scoring big off this cage use. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. That was the highest if I've ever seen one. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.